You are back at work and ready to crush 2025. Here's what you need to know to be the best manager and people leader that you can be. Welcome to The Modern Manager. I am Mamie Camper-Stewart, and every week I share tips and strategies to help you be a rockstar manager with a thriving team. And today I am sharing 3 trends for 2025 that you should be aware of so that you can be planning for your best year yet. Before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you never miss a video. The first trend is the return to office battle that will continue. There are companies like Amazon that have gone full force into 5 days a week back in the office. And there are other companies like Dropbox that are still holding firm to believing that flexible work with no mandated days in the office is what employees want and will ultimately serve people best. So where does that put us as managers? Well, you can expect your company, if you're not already back in the office, will be grappling with this issue in an ongoing way. So what does that mean for you? Well, you need to learn how to be a rockstar manager, whether you are in person, hybrid, or remote. That means that if your team is having days in person, you want to maximize those. You want to make those great times where being together truly is meaningful. Think about having special relationship building meetings, team building, taking your team out to lunch, doing the kinds of things that don't work so well when you're remote. Or do things like brainstorming where you can get that creative energy going. And if your team still has virtual days, make sure you're continuing to refine your processes and invest in getting to know your people better so that you can best serve them and help them be effective and efficient and stay connected when working remotely. Think about asynchronous communications. How can you improve those so that you continue to have the most effective workflows possible? Remember that your job is to help people be their best self and do their best work. And that is the same whether you are back in the office or continuing to work remotely. The next trend, artificial intelligence is not just here, but it is time to deep dive and embrace it all. As managers, so much of our work can be impacted by AI if we know how to do that, if we know the right tools to look for and leverage those so that we can spend more time supporting our people and less time doing routine and daily tasks that AI could do on our behalf. With Microsoft Copilot and Google Gemini, things like summarizing long emails or helping us write more effective emails or a whole bunch of other stuff is just going to be available at our fingertips. So by this time next year, regardless of whether or not you are a ChatGPT user or anything else, you can expect that AI tools will be embedded into our daily workflows. Now, here's the best part about investing in AI this year for yourself and your team. AI is not going to replace us as managers. It's going to be a tool that helps us actually be better managers. Because when AI is doing more of our work, we can spend more time supporting our team members. So if you are not already using AI tools for collaboration, for your meetings, now is the perfect time to deep dive in and find how you can use those tools to free up more of your time, to automate your routine tasks, and to help you better collaborate with your colleagues. The last trend, companies are changing their hierarchical structures. They're actually reducing how many managers they have. According to a new analysis by Live Data Technologies, companies in the US are reducing their managerial workforce by 6% compared to the peak of the pandemic hiring spree. That's a big deal. This means that managers are having to oversee larger and larger teams, which means that we need to rely even more on technology to support our workflow so that we have the time and energy and skills to work with all of these different people that we are now tasked with supporting. The role of the manager is evolving. And it's going from being on top of tasks and processes to more and more being a coach, being a mentor, being a roadblock remover and a facilitator. And all of those things that AI can't do, we as managers need to really lean into to support our growing teams. So what does all this mean? Well, it means that now is the perfect time to invest in yourself as a people leader because your job is more important than ever to be able to help your team members be their best selves and do their best work. This is the future of management, to be a savvy people leader and a savvy technology user. And when you can find the right balance between those two things, you will unleash your potential as a leader and you will unleash the potential of your team. For more tips on being a rockstar manager with a thriving team, go to themodernmanager.com. And while you're here, make sure you hit that subscribe button and check out my latest video.